So today we're going to be talking about the one thing you need to avoid if you're thinking about dating again after a painful breakup. Roll VT. Right, my name's Andy O'Neill, and if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I release no nonsense videos every single week on breakups, breakup recovery, self-esteem. I'm not going to fill your head full of crap on how you can win your ex back, but I am going to give you some cold hard truths and some practical tips that can help you. So if you're currently going through a breakup or your self-esteem is really low, hit that subscribe button. So today we're going to be talking about dating after a breakup and the very thing you need to avoid if you're going to do it. Now I'm going to caveat this by saying if you've recently gone through a breakup and you're finding it really hard, I would strongly advise that you don't date for the next 6 months. It's one of the criteria I ask of my clients when they come to me for help with their breakups. You see, breakup recovery needs to be about you. It's a journey for you. It's about recovering and healing from your ex and about finding you again, increasing your self-esteem, finding your happiness from within. If you start dating too early, there's a danger. That danger being that you're just looking for someone to give you your happiness again, just like your ex did. But if you do feel ready for dating, if you have gone through the healing process, then there's something you need to avoid, especially with online dating. Now, we all carry around with us emotional baggage, especially when it comes to relationships. What we want to avoid though is when that emotional baggage is dragging us down, because we're going to carry that forward into our future relationship. Now, depending on how strong that emotional baggage currently is, you need to really consider whether it's worth dating again yet. Because if you're still hung up on some of the things your ex did, you haven't healed, and you need to heal first. It's not fair on you, and it's not fair on any potential future partner. Now, you can spot people on dating apps with emotional baggage from a million miles away. You see it on the profile, it's got it listed, no liars, no cheaters. Don't bother messaging me if you're going to end up flirting with my best friends. That is a sign that someone's got a lot of emotional baggage from a past relationship and they haven't healed yet. Because let's be honest, dating somebody who's not a cheat or a liar or who's going to flirt with your friends should be a given. Shouldn't we all expect that? So the very fact that someone's put that on their profile says that that's still very painful for them. That person, in general, is probably not ready to be dating again. Now that might be you. Have you gone on a dating app? Have you put things like that? No cheaters, no liars, no this, no that. That's a sign that you're not ready to date. So let's look at it from the other person's perspective. I'm on a dating app, right? And I'm flicking through and I find your profile. Your profile comes up and says, no liars, no cheaters. Don't message me if you're going to try and cheat behind my back. Don't message me if you're too possessive. Don't message me if you're a control freak. I'm going to avoid you at all costs because they are red flags. Red flags being that person has not recovered from their breakup. That person is still hurting. That person is still traumatized. And that's not their fault. I'm not blaming them, but they're not ready to date yet. Because let's be honest, do you think putting no liars and no cheaters is going to keep them away? If I was a liar and a cheater and I seen that on your profile, do you think I'm just going to go, oh, I need to avoid her. I need to find someone who does like liars and does like cheaters? Of course not. It's not going to help you in any way finding the right partner. All it's going to do is keep the right partner away because it's telling the world you're not ready to date. Now, this is not a blame game. Of course not. You didn't want to go through a relationship where you're lied to and cheated on. So it's not your fault. But your perfect partner is still out there. And trust me, if they see stuff like that on your profile, it's going to put them off. And you could miss out on potential happiness. So if that's you, if you've put stuff like that on your profile, I would strongly advise coming off all the dating apps and carry on working on yourself. You need to heal from that trauma that you went through. You need to come to terms with that pain. You need to be able to move on from it. And then and only then should you start looking at dating again. You see, we attract what we are. And if you're not ready to date again, you're probably going to attract someone who's also not ready to date. Don't you think that it's better for you and it's better for your future partner if you're completely healed over the hang-ups over your ex? Especially if what you went through was traumatizing. It's all right to take another few months out to yourself. There is no rush. The dating apps will still be there when you come back, but focus on you. Don't be going on dating apps and using your emotional baggage as a way to highlight yourself, because that's not the real you. That's not the best of you. You're advertising the pain that you went through. You're not advertising the positive things about yourself. So if you're currently on a dating app, have a look at your profile. Have you put stuff like that? Are you advertising your pain rather than advertising yourself? And if you are, come off it. Give yourself 3 months, just 3 months. Get back to working on you. See a therapist, see a coach, whatever. Overcome that trauma first and then go back to dating. You need to let the world know how good you are. You want a dating profile that is full of green flags, not red, because I know there'll be loads of them. Now, I will say that if you have been through a traumatic experience, if you are still struggling with stuff like that, then reach out for support. Make sure you speak to a therapist. There's lots of help available out there and you don't have to go through it alone. But when you're ready, when you're healed, and when you're not carrying that baggage around, your future partner is out there waiting. And that's when you can go and get them. Nice one for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Laters.